To family. This is your host Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explain. I wanted to go live again tonight. I feel like this is an important topic to discuss. I hope everyone has been doing well. Um, on this channel, I talk about a lot of spiritual things, a lot of experiences of things that I've seen uh, in my life. You know, I just want to let people know I understand. I understand what it's like to be different. I understand what it's like to be targeted. Tonight, I just want to talk about two topics. I won't be before you long. I value your time, um, but I thank you for valuing mine. I want to talk about chosen ones. You are on spiritual assignment, and we're going to talk about unhealthy signs of unhealthy obsession. Right? Like I said, I won't be on here long. I have some notes here, but I'm gonna start off with saying this. Hey, baby, good to see you. I'm gonna start off with saying this. Once you understand that in this life that not a lot of people are good people, then you will not feel so guilty when you don't meet their expectations, right? Because the truth be told, having the intentions of doing righteousness or doing good, not many people have. And the ones who do have it, a lot of times you don't really know them because society's too busy trying to cover them up. I'm one of those people as well. So if you feel like you've been hidden all your life, or people try to smear your name so that other people can hate on you, trust me, I understand. But this is what comes with the calling of your spiritual assignment. All right, I have some notes here. I'm going to read some stuff to you. I hope y'all enjoyed the message tonight. All right. It says here, as a chosen one, you are a vessel for the Most High's will. That means you live according to what the Most High's intentions is. Most times it's not about your intentions, it's about the Most High's intentions, right? And if you can understand that, then you can see where I'm coming from. You are a light worker. Therefore, your life is completely under the jurisdiction of a higher universal force. Okay? The workers of iniquity, aka the workers of misbehavior, are Satan's children. So anytime a police officer guns somebody down, anytime the government go overseas and kill random people, these are Satan's children, right? This is what they do. When they enforce laws, when they, you know, uh, increase inflation, these are Satan's children that does this. This is why you can't understand them. This is why, you know, in your mind, you're like, why would they do such things? Because they're Satan's children. That's why. All right. They most of the times are part of the challenges that we face on a daily basis. In the Matrix, Morpheus says that people who are asleep usually are the gatekeepers. You know, they're guarding all the doors, they're holding all the keys. That's what Morpheus said in the Matrix. It's very true, right? This is why we face with so many challenges, especially when we're trying to accomplish certain things in our personal life. They put you through loops and hoops, right? Sign this paperwork, have this permit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Right. The places that we have been. Now we're talking to the light worker now. The places that we have been, the things and people that we have encountered for a time and a season are all part of our spiritual assignment. All right. Observing Mystery Babylon and the agents thereof, to set an example of how to live authentically and righteous, or to be a guiding light for those who are lost or need help, whether financially, spiritually, emotionally, or mentally, by sharing your wisdom or even learning lessons and growing spiritually. So as you can see, When you are on spiritual assignment as a chosen one, you have many different things. Some places you come to observe, some places where you're at. If you're in a place right now where you don't want to be at, understand that you're in a place where um, there's a lesson that you have to learn, or there's some realizations that you have to come to. There's some truth that has to be revealed, right? So if you're in a place where you don't want to be at and you feel as though, things aren't going to change, you're only there for a time in a season. You understand? See, when you're a light worker, you move on the Most High's time, not your time. And that's the power of divine protection. You don't get to just jump the gun and do what you want to do. Them other folks, Satan's children, they can do that. But when you walk into the Most High, your steps are carefully ordered. I hope y'all can feel me on that. And I have some scriptures here in a little bit that I'm gonna help. That's gonna help awaken more people, more chosen ones to this realization. All right. In other words, you are that angel that people needed. All right. Sorry, hold on. For certain times and certain seasons, because of this, you have been heavily attacked many times because you are an angel here on earth. I mean, you got to remember, look at the way you heal people. Look at the way you've helped people. Look at the way that you're thoughtful and considerate. See, when you are a light worker, right, that means you're at work. But you're at work doing things of the light. You're doing things of a positive cause, right? You're doing things in a righteous cause. And because you have been placed on this path since birth, you're going to get attacked by demonic forces. People wonder, damn, why am I getting attacked so hard? Why am I hated so hard? Because you, my sister, my brother, you are an angel here on this planet Earth. Okay? This is who you are. You are an angel. You're just in your cocoon stage right now. You're being used as a vessel for certain times and certain seasons. Some chosen one seasons are different from others. Some chosen ones, from what I've seen, most chosen ones don't reach success until, probably like later on in age, like early 30s, mid 30s, or sometimes even in their 40s. Because as a chosen one in your 20s are going to be like a big mess. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to try different things. You're going to get involved with different things. You're going to have strange adventures. You're going to be smoking and drinking more than likely. You're going to be hanging around the wrong people more than likely. People are going to be hating on you a lot. You're going to have people who are going to be strangely obsessed with you, and they're going to try to manipulate you and do all kinds of things. Your 20s ain't going to be ugly. You're going to be abused by certain people. You're definitely going to be abused a lot by so-called family. Family is going to try to manipulate you the hardest in your 20s because for some reason, as a chosen one, the younger the age, the more stronger the love is. And if we don't know how to maintain our boundaries and carry ourselves, with self-respect and not so willing to people please, then we're gonna get caught up in so many different things with so many different people. Because as I said before, society is not a nice place. Not many people have a good heart, and a lot of people are looking to do things for their own self-gratification. You understand? AKA, they're selfish. They don't care about humanity. They don't care about bettering for future generations. They don't care about that. They don't care about honoring the Most High. Love thy neighbors, you love thyself, right? Some people can be really disrespectful, really hateful, really full of malice. You understand? You see it in your family. You see it on these jobs. You've had a few people that you used to hang around that used to be like that. And so let's move forward. As I said before, you are a real deal angel here on earth. That's what you are. You are a real deal angel. That's what it means to be a chosen one. You are an angel. You are a representation of light worker. Okay? We're just in the beginning stages, developing our abilities. understanding certain lessons, growing in our wisdom, right? Aligning with um, aligning with certain times and seasons. You know, if you think about your life and you think about how many storms you made it through, most people don't make it out of those storms. Only angels can do that. You understand? All right. I have some scriptures here. Y'all bear with me. So we're going to come out of the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. So bear with me. Let me try to go through this real quick. Let me just fix this book a certain way. Okay. 472. It says here, let me make sure I got the right scripture. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm flipping pages and stuff. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says here, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Basically, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. And before you came forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. What does sanctified mean? I set you aside. What does that mean? Chosen. So is chosen ones a real thing? Yes, it is. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. A lot of us are prophets. We can foresee the future for a lot of things, especially living in Mystery Babylon. Okay? Because when you're living in Mystery Babylon, you're going to be attacked by Satan's children. It's just the way it is. So you wonder, why would they do this? Why would they do that? They're Satan's children. That's it. It's just that simple. You are not like them. They are not like you. All right? All right, let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. All right, here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. One nine. The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. Here we go. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will of the Most High. Okay? So we have to be renewed. It says here, let me reread it verbatim. And not be conformed to this world. All right? See, they're conformed to the world because the world is the only thing that gives them a sense of identity. But without the world, who are you? You know, without the banks, who are you? Without the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton and the Lambo, who are you? Okay? And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Therefore, because you are operating on this path, chosen one, we're constantly renewing our minds. We're constantly learning. We're constantly evolving. We're growing in wisdom. I can't say I know everything. Okay? I share my experiences. I do my best to find research. I try my best to articulate certain information. And I try to tell people to stand up for yourself. Do not allow Satan's children to do whatever they want to you. Because you're that angel. You're more powerful than them. All right? Let's go to the book of not Hebrews yet. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The book of First Peter, chapter 2, verse 9. Let's see what that says. That's 163. And I only flipped the page once and I got it there. Wow. Right, y'all. Like and share the content. You know, this is quality, not quantity. That's what I bring to the table. The book of First Peter, chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. I'll reread that again. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. When you were born, and when I was born, I was in darkness. When I was born, I didn't know anything. I didn't understand anything. I didn't know anything about spirituality. But there was a force that always looked out for me. There was a force that always, there is a force that always looked out for you. It's called the Most High. It's called the Universal Creator. It has always been there. Always been there. And we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. Peculiar. That means special people. That you should shew forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. You're growing into, you have been this whole time growing into your angelhood, into your godlyhood, godliness. Right? I will continue to preach that on this channel. All right? A lot of us was in the dark, y'all, but we're not in the dark anymore. Your eyes are open now. You know what Mystery Babylon looks like. And we're here to bear witness. Most of us, I don't know how it's going to play out, but I assume, this is just from a spiritual perspective, we will witness the fall of Babylon. Okay? So like I said before, grab your popcorn. You know, if you like eating fruits, eat your fruits. You know, if you like eating salads, eat your salads. Because the Most High will deliver judgment against this wicked, corrupt system. It's over. All right. I got one more scripture for you all. We're coming out of the book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 9. Now, let me see if I can find it. Hebrews 154. I was nearby. I knew I was nearby. Chapter 1, verse 4. All right, it says, being made so much better than the angels, he hath by inheritance obtained a more. Let me see. Hold on, I don't know if I got that right. Oh, it's 1 verse 9, not 4. 1 verse 9. All right. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 9. I'm sorry about that. Thou hast loved righteousness and have hated iniquity. We don't even need to go any further. You know, as I said before, not everybody has the same kind of heart you do, Earth Angel. Right? It says here, thou hast loved righteousness. We love seeing liberation of the poor. Right? Who doesn't want to see the poor elevate into being rich and happy and peaceful in life? I know I want to see it happen. You know, who wants to see people happy, thriving? No more coming at each other's necks. No more allowing the system to F us over with no Vaseline. Thou hast loved righteousness and hated iniquity. Okay? That's why it don't feel right when people disrespect you, especially because you don't disrespect them. You don't look to disrespect people, but people will look to disrespect you. This is why you hate iniquity. You hate misbehavior, but you love righteousness. You love respect. Okay? Therefore, the Most High, even the most, even thy, therefore, the Most High, even thy Most High, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. You have been anointed with gladness. This path of an angel is not easy, y'all. But the results of your labor, of doing your light work, not giving up. See, even when things look dark, the best advice that I can tell people is don't give up. And sometimes, if you feel like there's a spiritual resistance against you, don't try to force something. Sometimes you got to sit back and not try to force stuff. You can't force that job to hire you. You can't force that application for a home to go through right away. You can't force certain things to happen. You can try, but if it don't happen right away, just understand it's in divine timing. It's not in your hands. You don't control this. You understand? Your life is not your own. Right? Your life is not your own. So why worry? Try to remain calm and trust the process. Even though there may be attacks, just know you are on the right path. Okay? The only thing that we're supposed to do as chosen ones is not give up while we're on this path. Because we're dealing with a power. We're dealing with it. Let's think about this for a second. We're dealing with an ancient power that is way older than us, that surely sees what's going on, the iniquities of Satan's children. The Most High sees it, right? So it's a force that we have to allow to take control and guide us the right way. If it ain't happening right away, don't force it. That's all I'm saying. And don't give up. Don't give up. You know, just do your best like you have been doing. Because trust me, you're not as evil as you think you are. There's real evil out there. Real evil. And they don't care. And I can go into details of how evil they really are. But I'm sure if you all do your research, you'll see who they are. You'll see the people around you. You see how they move. You'll see what they're all about. It ain't about the light to them, you know. All right. All right. So that's it for scriptures, y'all. Does anybody have any questions before I move on to the next subject? This next subject ain't going to be too long. I'm going to expound on some things that I've discussed before about signs of unhealthy obsession, right? Signs of unhealthy obsession. Things to look out for when someone has an unhealthy obsession with you. Okay? Let's see. Let me read the comments. You baby, good to see you. Carol Stanhope, good to see you. Good evening. Good evening. We are a collective. When one suffers, we all suffer. Yes. I don't like to see people suffer. I don't like to see people strung out on drugs, sleeping on the sidewalk. Look, I've seen poverty like you'd never believe, especially in the Caribbean. The Caribbean, when you see poverty in the Caribbean, I'm talking about you see people sleep in the most nastiest of places. And to me, that's like when you at a low point where you just sleeping in some nasty gutter somewhere, sewage, you in a very low place mentally. A very low place. And that hurts me. I don't like to see people suffer. But there's an evil out here. It's what they feed on. You know? And when people wake up and understand what kind of evil, what kind of war we're up against, we won't be so quick to go to work. We won't be so quick to pay bills. Because it's only benefiting that evil. It's not benefiting us. Right? So let's move on to the next subject. Signs of unhealthy obsession. Okay? Alright. I have 3 signs that someone has an unhealthy obsession of you. They want to know your personal business at all times. They want to know your goals. They want to know your routines. They will study it heavily. All right. They are excessively jealous. All right. And then third one is they will advance the relationship or force friendship on you quickly, quicker than usual. All right. So, there's going to be people out there. They're going to see you because you're an angel. Remember this. You are an angel. They're going to see you and they're going to instantly become insecure. They won't show you this right away, though. They won't show you this right away. So they're going to ask you personal questions. They're going to try to be your friend or sometimes be in a relationship with you right away, right? They're going to want to know your goals. They want to know your routines. And some people try to jump the gun and beat you to those goals. So it could be something as simple as, let's talk about it from a girl perspective. Girl, I seen this purse at Shein the other day, and that thing about $50. It's on sale, girl, but I ain't got the money right now. Oh, girl, for real? This the obsessed person. Oh, girl, for real? And next thing you know, you see her again. She got the purse from Shein. She didn't want it. She didn't want it until you mentioned it. Okay? See, understand one thing about people. That about some people, not all people. Some people really do not like themselves at all. And so when they see somebody like you, they want to do what is called an identity swap. So they're going to ask you personal questions. They're going to want to know your personal business. They're going to ask you about your family life, right? They're going to try to meet your family. They're going to try to invade so many aspects of who you are. They're going to, you tell them you working, they're going to ask you how much money you making. Okay? If you mention anything about, yeah, girl, I got paid, this from a girl's perspective. Girl, I'm getting paid this Friday. Oh, yeah, girl, what you getting paid? Like, tell me. What's the check gonna look like? What's the check gonna look like, bitch? Because I want that shit. I want to know how much you making so I can get a slice of that. I mean, that's how she thinking in her head. There's people who really hate themselves, and there's people out there who are really bratty. They can have $45 million in the bank. But because you have on a t-shirt or pants that they don't own, they want it. Forget the $45 million in the bank. A lot of times they don't have a sense of style. They have to steal other people's style. They don't have a sense of self. They have to steal other people's personalities. Okay? These are the kind of people that you're dealing with. They can have $45 million in the bank. But if they don't have everything, and what I mean by everything, they want your clothes. They want your car. They want your house. They want your family. They want your face. You know what's crazy what I saw? That they're doing face swaps now. They was performing that on these two Chinese looking chicks. And I guarantee you the one who convinced the other was so insecure that she wanted the other chick's face, and the friend was so gullible. Girl, I'll give you my face. It don't matter. So they slicing off each other's faces, swapping it. The universal creator gave you your face for you. And now they're swapping face. They got this thing where you can do a head transplant. They can cut off someone's head and plant it on a different body. They've been doing this for a while now. Can you believe that? Because of insecurities, because of self-hate, people will have an unhealthy obsession of other people, right? It says here, they are excessively jealous, aka they're bratty. They want everything. Okay? If they see you, an angel, with something that they don't have, and they can have a lot more to you. They can have a 7-bedroom mansion, a red brick driveway, right? But because you showed up in the driveway with a car, or you showed up in the driveway with a hairstyle that they don't have, guess what's gonna happen? Girl, I went ahead and got the same hairstyle as you. What? I didn't even tell you the name. How did you find out? Unhealthy obsession. Some of you want to know how a family member is obsessed, have an unhealthy obsession with you? Anything you buy, they buy. Anything you buy, they buy. Anything you buy, they buy. You want to know what else? You want to know how somebody else has an unhealthy obsession of you? They will force relationships and friendships on you quickly. Yes, they will force you. Man, I'm telling you, there's people out there, you talk to them, and some women could speak on this. Like, some women had dudes that, after like maybe a day of talking to him, dude told me something, he want to move in with her or want to move her in. He want to marry her. He picking out the engagement ring. What you think about this engagement ring, babe? Like, goddamn, it's only day 2. Like, you know? So they move fast. They'll try to get in relationships fast. You understand? You know? And one thing about relationships that I always will preach on this channel, you have to really know the person you're getting involved with. You have to know who they are. You have to, you know? Otherwise, you know, like, for example, somebody could look good, but they probably have perspiration issues. Their feet probably sweat a lot, where it just smells nasty and funky, you know? They probably have like hygiene issues, like their pH balance be off, or, and I'm talking about both men and women, right? Um, they can have split personalities, like what you met in the beginning was a representative, and then later on you figured out, oh, they go a raccoon. You figured out, like I talked about before on one of my lives, you're dealing with a Komodo dragon. The only thing they want to do is devour you. They're sadistic. You meet this person for the first time, everything is fine until you finally see how they living. They're hoarders, okay? They got dead cats in their house. They got dead dogs in their house. You can't use the bathroom because there's a bunch of buckets of shit everywhere. You only met them on the outside, but do you know who they truly are on the inside? Do you understand? So they're quick to advance the relationship real fast. And some people was gullible enough to be like, oh, this person loves me that much that they want to get married. I'm telling you, take your time with people. Please, take your time. Learn them. Learn who they are. Okay? Learn who they are. Don't be so quick to get married to them after 2 weeks of dating, a couple of days. Now they get you an engagement ring, or, you know, they offering they do all kinds of stuff, man. They do all kinds of stuff. They be rushing, you know. And from my experience, some friends who try to force friendship on you, a lot of times they have some secret sexual agenda, you know. And I know somebody right now who had a friend that when she allowed her to be her friend, she would randomly try to kiss her and all kinds of stuff, you know. So some people who try to force stuff on you, like friendship and relationship, they got an agenda, period, point blank. They got an agenda. Now it's up to you to see that, you know, but take your time when you're learning people. What are their agendas? You know, especially these single mothers out here. If you're going to go out there and date again, be careful of some of these men. You don't know if they're predators. Okay? Same thing with these single fathers out here. Is the same thing. They are women predators too. They'll target your son. They'll even target your daughter sexually, abusively, you know. So, people who have unhealthy obsession, as I said before, they want to know all your personal business. They'll try to copy things you do. Anything you buy, they buy. They can have a lot more than you and still want what you got. They'll try to face swap with you. You know what I'm saying? And they are excessively jealous. Shoot, man, the people I used to deal with in the past, they get jealous if I had a conversation with a waiter, and the waiter could be the same sex as me. You know what I'm saying? It's just anytime you interact with anybody else, they'll try to find a way to draw the attention back to them. That's just who they are. They get so jealous and insecure when your eyes is not on them. It's like if they're not the apple of your eye, they get so jealous and insecure. Extremely jealous. You know? So beware. Pay attention. People move funny out here. Okay? And you an angel. Always remember that. So when people come across you and they see how you move and they see your healing abilities, it can be addicting. It can be addicting real quick. All right. But listen, y'all, I didn't want to hold y'all too long. Let me shout y'all out. Hey, Eva, good to see you. All right now. Carol says neurotic and obsessive. Yes. Yes. They get addicted. They get neurotic and obsessive. Right, Carol? Right. But listen, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the message. I know it's a Tuesday night. I will upload this as soon as possible so y'all can rewatch. Thank y'all so much for giving me your time to listen to some quality wisdom. I brought scriptures. I brought information. I wrote down notes. I hope it's helpful. I hope this message helps those and heal those who are going through similar situation. Because I know what it's like being an angel living in Babylon, dealing with Satan's children. Satan's children are everywhere. And when you're an angel, you're very far and few. And this is why your life is difficult, because you got to get past these demonic people to get certain things in life. It's unfortunate. Because in the Matrix, Morpheus said they are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys. So what can you do except for not give up and continue to do your light work and let everything else work itself out? Because the problem that we're dealing with is not in our hands, it's in the universe's hands. And sometimes we can use as a vessel to be a catalyst for certain things to happen. Okay? Sometimes we have to be in the most craziest of places to let our light shine. We are used as vessels to shine our light, to give correction, to give teaching, but also to learn lessons and to grow. All right? So, listen, I love y'all. Y'all, please be safe out there. And we'll talk about some more things in the near future. All right? I love y'all.